Hi everyone, welcome to Sant Tukaram National Model School, Latur. Today I am here to discuss about one of the important aspects of our life. For that purpose, each and every human being is working hard. Yes, my dear students, you, me, your father, your mother, all people are thinking about that process. That process is known as development. Yes, this chapter is purposefully kept for the class 10 CBSE. So let's start the chapter in detail. Look at this picture. If you observe this picture, so you'll come to know the evolution of the telephone. Yes, I want to prove it. I want to tell you that thing. Right from the beginning to the end, if you see the picture, you'll find the difference. Very first picture if you see, so your father and mother may remember that in the 1990s, we can say particularly, that time very few people were having a telephone at home. We did not know anything. We were we used to write the letter to the people to communicate, like a maternal uncle, auntie, or any other people. Even myself also I have done like that. So here you see, right from the beginning, first picture to last picture, that telephone now is in pocket. What happened exactly? Yes, you're right. The progress in that communication device or development in that communication device. Previously, we were talking on the phone. The person was not there in front of us. But nowadays, we can make a WhatsApp calls or video calls too. What is this process? This process is completely known as development. Progress, change, advanced change we can say. So many things are there related to this development. What exactly things are there? Today we are going to discuss in this chapter. This is development, chapter number 1, economics. So these are the main contents listed in this chapter. Meaning of development, principles of developmental goal, national development, that is PCI, per capita income, comparison of countries or states, income and other criteria, public facilities, public distribution system, body mass index, HDR, that is human development report, and at last sustainable development or sustainability of development. So these are the content added in this chapter. But today we are going to discuss about two important points, that are meaning of development and second point, principles of developmental goals. So let's start, my dear students. As I explained you in the beginning with the example of the telephone or the communication device. Now if you observe this picture, you see the man is walking on the feet, then started moving from one place to another place in tangas, then ship, then railways, then cycle, bicycle, then motor, and now people are flying in the sky with the help of aeroplane. What is this process? You see, I have given you development is the process in which something grows, becomes more mature and advanced. You see, we were walking on the feet. We grown. We develop the different things to move, like wheel, invention of engine, and then the advanced one, that is aeroplane. Today we are sitting in the aeroplane and moving from one place to another place very fast. I hope you have understood this concept, meaning of development. Let's move to the second point, that is very important part of today's lesson. Principles of development. If you observe this picture carefully, then you'll come to know some people are walking in the farm. The first principle is different people have different developmental goals. Different people have different developmental goals. To prove this principle, I have two examples. So this one, the first example, landless rural laborer. If a landless rural laborer living into the rural area, what are his or her developmental goals? First one, more days of work. More days of work. Second, better wages. Third one, economic and social equality. Economic and social equality means what? If suppose I don't have my own land, so definitely I aspire everyday work. So definitely if I get everyday work, so I will feed my family. Yeah, I am getting everyday work, but my wages are meager, less. So what is my aspiration? What is my goal? I should get better wages in future. And economic and social equality, when I am moving in the society, that time I should get equal to it. People should respect me. Whatever am I today, they should be respected. As a fundamental right of our Indian Constitution, there will be social equality. Okay, this is the one example of landless rural laborer. Let's see one more example. Now you see, we have a rich person here. The same principle, just we are comparing the landless rural laborer with rich person. Now you see, you will find the difference here. As he is having lot of money, even his aspirations are there, different aspirations are there, like higher family income, better education to their children, and obviously the rich person wants to settle their children in abroad. As I am having money as a rich person, despite of this, I aspire to get more income by my family. Yes, you and me are going to the schools, but every person as per his capability, affordability we can say, we are choosing the schools. Some students are going to the private schools, paying a lot of money. Some students are going to the government schools. Just a slight difference is there. So according to the affordability, this rich person wants to give best education, the better education to this private institute by paying a lot of money. Definitely, his aspiration is there. And afterwards, he wants to settle their children in the abroad. If you compare this A person to B person, means landless rural laborer and rich person, they are living in the same country, same state, in fact same city. Their aspirations are different. Their developmental goals are different. Hence, we can say that different people have different developmental goals. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move to the second point. The second important principle of the development. What is the second important principle of the development? Development for one Listen carefully. Development for one may not be development for another. So example is given, you see, if you observe this picture, you can see one river is flowing and on that river, a beautiful dam has been built. So it's a symbol of development. Yeah. So we can say that industrialists want more dams for their electricity requirement. But dams, building dams, displace the local community, submerge the forest land, and whole ecological setup may be completely destroyed. Means what? What we can say here? Development for industrialists may not be development for the farmers. Development for industrialists may not be development for nearby people, those who are living. Development for industrialists may not be a development for the forest and the animals, those who are living around that area. One way we are saying that development is there, but other way it is disturbing the other life. Can we say it is a development? And sometimes we consider that it's a symbol of development. Yeah, we are developing. But whenever we think about this kind of development, that time we have to consider the other people also and the other area, even the nature, environment we have to think. So hence, my dear, we can say that here I can justify it, development for one may not be development for another. Let's see the next another principle, important principle of the development. People look at mix of goals rather than one. People look at mix of goals rather than one. Yeah, definitely. What is the prime principle, or we can say prime developmental goal? Yes, you are right. Earning money for livelihood. That is a prime developmental goal. Each and every person, the first developmental goal is the same. But apart from this, many people, almost we can say all the people, aspire the mixed goal. Along with money, people require the freedom. People require education, best education. People require equality. People require security. People aspire for peace. People aspire for the respect. And even people aspire for pollution-free environment. You can see that the money is not enough to live the life. Other things, other aspects are very important. So at a time, people look for the mixed goal. It may be different. It may be different. I am just giving one example here. People may think about these all points all together. All things all together. One example we will take. I'll give a lot of money to you and ask you to work in Syria. There is no security. Will you go there? Definitely not. Difficult. Security is very important. One more example. Now the condition of Delhi, you see. Pollution, people are suffering from the different kind of disturbed environment. So, environment should be pollution free. So, like that, so many things people aspire. So, hence we can say development, people look at mixed goals, and development goals include both economic development and better quality of life. Ultimately, we aspire for the better quality of life. For better quality of life, we require these many things as you can see. Okay, my dear students, hope it is clear to you the basic principles of the development. Okay. Thank you.